Hi, Chef Robert with Campbell Soup. This is Caroline here. Caroline came here today to come help us out with some hot dog facts and hacks. And Caroline is also an employee here at Campbell Soup, and I think she's probably going to join us for the rest of the time we do these because we feed her. And also, if you pan over to the other corner, we have Master Chef Tom Griffith sitting in the corner, hiding out, making sure that we do these hot dogs justice.
He's a Campbell celebrity, so we're very glad to have him. And I also have my handy dandy iPhone, so as you ask questions, I'll be able to feed them to Chef Robert, and you will get instant answers to your questions.
No pun intended. So we're just going to do some fun stuff with hot dogs today, and it's National Hot Dog Month. And there's been a lot of debate about like when Hot Dog Day is, so we're just going to call this Hot Dog Month. And it's kind of, I love hot dogs, and I have a lot of knowledge and opinions, and everyone's got those about hot dogs, and so I'm going to try and share those with you today, and hopefully dispel some of the myths and scariness that everyone has about them, and also just show you some things that have been showing up on my social media feed because I'm a chef and all I get is hot dogs, hamburgers, and corn this time of year on my feeds. So we're going to jump right in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a hot dog. We all know this, okay? I prefer casing on hot dogs. So you see that see it's hanging there like that? That means it has a skin on it. And in this case, it's a natural lamb casing, but you can get them with other ones. A lot of hot dogs don't have skin on them. The reason why I like these is because they have that snap. And so when you bite them, they snap. And also, they got a little more structure to them, and I'll show you some fun things today we're going to do with them that it really makes it helpful. Also,
now where do you get these from? Because I never see these in the grocery store. So do you have to go somewhere fancy? It
all depends on where you are in the world. So if you are in the Camden, Philadelphia area, you have to go to a specialty butcher because this part of the country doesn't really care for the skin on hot dog. You go about 2 hours north here to the next state up, good old New York, you'll find these in every grocery store because that's how they like their hot dogs. They have what's called the snap up there. But another thing I really want to talk about is, you notice there's celery on my board here. Okay, that's very important here. Everyone's worried about hot dogs and nitrites and nitrates, and it's just something that goes around. And you see things called uncured hot dogs as well. Well, uncured hot dogs contain usually celery. Just look at the label. Everything on the label is truly what's in the hot dog. No one's lying to you. They're not putting random things in it. Basically, so there's plain hot dogs which have sodium nitrite or nitrate added to it, and that's what makes it the pink color and also keeps it safe for you too. It prevents the growth of E. coli. The uncured hot dogs have nitrites in them as well, or nitrates. It just comes in the form of celery powder, and celery has a very high concentration of natural occurring nitrates. That's nitrites and nitrates, that's it. That's all there is. So you'll see it on bacon, you'll see it in ham, you'll see it in hot dogs. Basically, it's just a smaller version of bologna. That's all it is, that's how they're made. If you've ever had like ramen, and you've seen those little spirally little fish things in there, you've seen those?
Yes,
yeah. Same process of making them.
The pink and white ones.
Yeah, the pink and white one. Exact same process of making them. It's just very finely ground and just holds together because it's done very cold, and it just proteins stick together, and that's how hot dogs are made.
So nothing to be scared of. We can
Nothing
enjoy
to be
our
scared.
hot dogs.
You can enjoy your hot dogs. I'm not suggesting going eating 3 dozen hot dogs or being like a Joey Chestnut every weekend, but enjoy some hot dogs. They're good.
It's a lifestyle choice.
Eat what you want, but there's some facts for you to make your life easier. So first thing we're going to do is something that's been popping up in my social media feed, and that is the spiral cut hot dog. And this is a big thing actually overseas in Asia, where they cut them like this, they deep fry them, and then they serve them with the chili sauce. A sweet chili sauce is a little dipper. But what's great about them is that when you spiral cut them, you get more surface area and they spread out. And so first off, they fit the bun better. 2, everything that you put on that dog gets inside the dog.
Yeah,
really
it kind of melts in. And then you get more of the fry on the surface.
Yes. You get a lot more of that fry, and that's what I really like.
I was wondering, I thought maybe people just did that so it looked cute.
It does look adorable.
It looks really, really
It's pretty
cute.
adorable. We have a much more
But
adorable dog after this.
Yeah.
So this is simple. This is a wooden skewer. That's it. You can buy these anywhere. You probably have them in the bottom of your drawer somewhere, sitting next to the bags. Hot dog. And here's why I like the casing. Because I like to do this first off, because you can, standing up, and you can hold it and you can feel where the skewer is in the middle, because you kind of want to get as close to the middle as possible. Beginner's luck, first time, okay? The hot dog bends a little bit, it's okay. Now, it's better to hold it in your hand too when you do this. Now be careful, sharp knife, Okay, and we're just gonna start at the top on an angle, and we're just gonna walk it down the hot dog. Very simple. Now, I mean, it looks like it's breaking, but it's not. You have the skewer in the middle, you can't cut all the way through.
That's smart.
And it's just kind of uncoiling. You're just kind of making a ribbon, if you will.
Now, is it better to do it up like that or sit
I prefer
down?
I prefer to do it up like this because it naturally corkscrews better. You know, and also the casing gives it a little more structure.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna come, you know, even if you mess it up, it still looks okay. Now watch your finger at the end here, and that's it. This dog is still in one piece. That's it.
Ta-da!
There we go. My griddle's hot. I just throw it on the griddle here. That's it. And so what's going to happen is after a while it's going to cook into that because the skin's going to shrink a little bit. The hot dog's going to, you know, spread out. If you could you pass me the plate up there with the German dog or the New York style dog I like to call it? See, I like them plain. Personal preference. Sauerkraut, brown mustard. Also, all depends on where you are in the world. If you want to put ketchup on your hot dog, there are some cities in the United States that will run you out of there. Chicago, if you're watching.
I'm a ketchup person, so we don't have any here today. We're going to be more gourmet about it.
That's okay. We're in Campbell, Philadelphia. We can have that today. So, you know, I just put
man,
good ingredients here. Good mustard. I mean, I like a brown mustard. You can use yellow if you really want to, but I like a brown mustard. It's got a spicier flavor, relish, and of course, some kraut.
Sauerkraut.
Good old sauerkraut. And get the good sauerkraut, because another thing about sauerkraut is a lot of them, you flip them over, you see vinegar on that ingredient statement. That's not a good sauerkraut.
Really?
That's just someone who made pickles out of cabbage.
I thought that's what sauerkraut was.
Sauerkraut is fermented cabbage. So usually you'll see on there salt, water, cabbage. And that's how sauerkraut is made. There you go. It's very standard dog. But delicious. Okay?
Okay, we have a question. Any gluten-free hot dogs and buns that you recommend?
Almost all hot dogs are gluten-free. There's nothing that contains gluten in hot dogs. As for buns, I don't have a lot of information on those, mainly because I eat gluten.
Yeah.
I've never been really looking for them. I would say that you could find a specialty baker. We have a few of those here in, again, the Campbell, Philadelphia area. You can use online websites to see who in your area can help you out and get you those. Also, the major grocery stores, the fancier ones, will have them there as well.
Or just do like a lettuce wrap, you know, make it low carb while you're at it, right?
That's great too, yeah. Lettuce wrap is a great idea. Thanks.
Yeah, you know.
So now we're going to make a little cutesy one. And I think you saw it up here. This is just kind of a fun one that you can just show to people. It's kind of the octopus dog, and this has been popping up in my feed as Japanese dogs, as I don't know, it's just fun things to do. I kind of made a little fancier plate there than, you know, for a kid, but I've seen these are like bento box dogs, they call them, little tiny boxes you take to work. These are super easy to do. Again, hot dog, sharp knife, cut hot dog in half. Very difficult here. Okay.
Just high skill.
High skill here. Really, this is really difficult. This is total. I always like to say rocket surgery. Cut it through there. Okay, I've got 4 cuts. Well, everyone knows octopus have 8 legs. Okay, so you just take your knife. I like to pull it out there, and just it doesn't need to be perfect. Split it. Oops, a little piece off there. Split it, and see now that I have the skin on this dog, it's a lot tougher.
It holds together.
It holds together a lot better.
This is another good gluten-free option, you know?
Yep.
You don't need anything with it, it's just fun to eat.
There you go. And then all you do is take this little guy, and don't pan over here, we got some electrical wires running and everything, but you throw it
So in the meantime...
in water, and it's almost instant what happens here.
Okay, so you're boiling this.
Yes, I like to boil this, but you can deep fry these. I saw a great recipe in my newsfeed the other day that was baby fried octopus. Well, you could probably dip these and fry these pretty easily. And then also hot dogs, because they're cooked when you get them. They're all cooked. I mean, I as a kid used to eat raw hot dogs right out of the pack. Well, not raw, cold hot dogs right out of the pack. And I kind of screwed that one up there. It happens. We're not all perfect.
It'll still taste good.
Yes. All you're doing is reheating them. You don't have to really, you know, cook the ever-living daylights out of them. They're already cooked, and we'll just throw that on there, and look at that. It curls almost instantly. Ready to go.
This would be so fun to do with kids. You know, it's like, this would be fun to eat, fun to make.
And there you go. You have a cute little octopus hot dog there. We'll put it over here on the plate for a couple more. You can deep fry them too. You can put them in the, you can do them on the grill. Deep fried hot dogs are amazing. In Jersey, they call them Jersey splitters because they split in half when you fry them. A couple more on there. It's a little more.
You could use a spiralizer and spiralize your vegetables and then have a whole kind of crazy under the water thing. Just spitballing here. It smells so good in here. I'm so sorry for the people that have to watch and can't smell and eventually taste it because it's awesome.
Well,
we have bacon happening. It's like, ugh.
And the reason why Chef is sitting here is because he wants to eat hot dogs like this. So.
Yeah, we're just here for the hot dogs.
Okay, next up, corn dog.
Oh,
so
this is
I love these. So we're doing guajillo chili corn dogs.
What is guajillo chili?
Guajillo chili. So you can find them now, again, at every grocery store. They're those long red dry ones. They're in the back of your produce department. Next to the dried mushrooms.
I'm scared of those because they're dried. I'm like, how am I going to reconstitute it? Is it going to take forever? Is it going to taste the same?
This is where it's fun because, like I said a couple of weeks ago, I told you I was just in Mexico. They like to take these guajillo chilies and just fry them dry.
Oh, okay.
And it makes this really crispy, amazing garnish. So you don't have to be scared of them at all.
All right,
Okay.
I'll try.
Well, now we're going to do a little thing here, how to do a corn dog. Okay? You all have some of these. If you ever ordered Chinese takeout, you have a pair of wooden chopsticks sitting in the bottom of your drawer, probably next to the skewers again.
And you don't know what to do with them.
You don't know what to do
Here's
with
an
them.
answer.
Here's an answer for you. And, say it again, hot dog. Just because I can.
Hot dog meat skewer.
Skewer. Meat chopstick.
Yeah, meat
And
chopstick.
the reason why I like the chopstick is, first off, you know, the skewer here, it's kind of flimsy. It's a little long too. Look how long that is. The skewer, the chopstick, got a lot of grip to it. It's very strong. Okay, this is just cornbread batter. You can go to any store, you can buy a cornbread mix. That's what I got. And then so all I've done is I've thrown in those chilies that I sliced them very thin, which you can do when they're dry. You slice them very thin with your knife. Okay, and then I also threw in some ancho chili powder. You can find those in your spice section, but you don't have to. You can throw jalapenos in there. You can throw cayenne pepper in there. You can throw anything you want in there. I actually have some leftover corn. What the heck?
Ooh.
It's a corn dog. Let's throw some corn in there, huh?
Yeah. And it's going to stick okay?
It'll stick okay, but you know
Okay.
what? I forgot a knife or a spoon or something to stir it in with.
All right.
Grab that back here. Just stir that in there. It'll stick just fine. Oops, making a mess.
If you wonder what to do with leftover corn, I think you just got the answer.
Corn dogs, yeah. Okay, so now we have like a chili corn dog batter. Now, real simple. You see it's in this nice little pint glass here? Look, well, that's because I can dip it in and get a good coat on them, and I'm not rolling it around on a tray. I'm just dipping my hot dog in, getting a good coat.
Oh, we have someone from the UK who is watching. Hello.
Hello.
Hope you're doing well over there. And they don't have like instant corn batter like this. So is there an alternative, or how could you make it yourself?
Cornmeal, beefy flour, any cornbread recipe on the internet probably help you out there. Use a reputable food site though. Don't use like an amateur one. There are, use a magazine site for cornbread, or even just search corn dogs. I know that some of the gourmet sites have recipes for the batter. Since you don't have cornbread mix, it's fine. You can just make your own.
I feel like I've seen people doing this with pancake batter. Would that work?
Pancake batter will also work.
Pancake.
I hope that answers your question for you.
Let us know if it doesn't.
I mean, you just get cornmeal and, what polenta will work?
Pancake, not cake. I mean, it is a sweet, salty thing, but pancake.
Pancake.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's in the fryer, that's going. That's all set and done for there. And then all we have left is kind of a personal one here. This is, I call it a Texas ranch dog because when I went to culinary school, there was a hot dog place about a mile from my house. And I used to go down there, and there was this big Greek guy who would work there, and he did hot dogs, and that's all he did all day. And he would just come in and he'd have a griddle like the size of this table and just be lined with hot dogs. And he had the Texas dog. No idea why he called it the Texas dog, but this is his dog. I call it the Texas ranch dog because we're gonna put some ranch dressing on it.
Okay.
But I love this dog, and I don't know why. I sometimes I felt guilty that I love this dog so much.
Maybe because it has bacon and pork and cheese and ranch dressing.
Quite possible. I think the bacon makes everything better.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is a fun one to do because, again, the skin is really helpful here. Hot dog. Slice. And now you just go a little bit more, but since you have the skin, you have that protective barrier on the outside to hold it together. Okay? It's wide, nice and open here. We got some nice cheddar cheese here.
And this, okay, cheddar.
You can use American, you can use whatever you want. If you wanted to do like a...
Ooh, you're getting compliments on your smartwatch.
My smartwatch. Oh,
Hey.
I love this watch. I just got it. Birthday present.
Oh, from your wife?
Yep.
That's nice.
Okay.
All right, so we got cheese.
So we got cheese. And then we've got, of course, the everything. We've got bacon. We love bacon here. Everybody loves bacon.
So the bacon holds together the cheese and the hot dog.
Yes, and so that's it's like adding another layer here. So we just kind of wrap it. And it'll stay. Don't worry.
So we will remind, we had a question about what you do, so we'll remind everyone that you are a chef and you work here at Campbell's helping us make better food.
Real food.
Real food.
Real food.
Yeah.
There's nothing, no smoke and mirrors here. There's nothing crazy going on. This is all good real food.
And it's lunchtime and we all got to eat, so here we are.
See, I'm putting some toothpicks through it now. So this is going to hold it for a little bit while it starts to brown on the grill or on the skillet. Or, you know what else you can do with this? You can deep fry it.
Oh my God.
Again, there's nothing wrong with deep fried. Okay? Just put that on there, let it go, and look at that. See that spiral dog? What's going on with that? How nice that's looking. Okay, so we have another one already going here. Bulldog's getting nice and brown.
So how long does it typically take to finish one of these spiralized ones? From start to finish?
So it's hot, probably, you know, it depends what you're using. I'm going pretty low and slow right now because of the bacon.
Okay.
Do it in like 5 minutes.
Okay, until you see a little bit of a char, a little bit of a crust, and you're good.
Okay. We got our bun here. I do like Pepperidge Farm buns. That's a personal favorite of mine. Nice and eggy, got that good flavor on there. See that cheese also? When that cheese starts to melt out, it gets good and crispy on there, which is amazing and delicious. Okay, and then so all we do now is, again, good stuff. So this is good barbecue sauce, and since this was from New York State when I got it, I'm using a New York State-based barbecue sauce. But use whatever you want. Okay.
Okay.
And we're going to take a little bit of this ranch here. Just go right over the top. I don't know why the ranch and the hot dog works really well together. Also had hot dogs with mayonnaise on them. Fantastic. And then last, you would always take this mixture of like caramelized white mushrooms and onions, and these are sweet Texas onions because it was the Texas dog. And I just cooked them on really high heat and browned them up nicely, a little bit of salt.
There's your vegetable.
There's some vegetable right there. This is a balanced meal right here. We've got dairy, we've got bread, we've got meat. It's fantastic. And this is one of my favorite dogs of all time. And I don't know why they call it the Texas dog other than it's just so over the top.
Like everything in Texas. Now we have one person who's watching who says that they will cook the bacon a little bit first and then put it around it so that it cooks up faster.
That is a great idea.
There you go.
As long as it's still pliable,
Yeah.
I mean not crispy, that's a great idea, because then what you can do is you can make sure it gets really crispy on the outside and not overcook the dog on the inside, which I already said is right. Then here's a fun way to show off corn dogs here. The hipster way in a mason jar, a little bit of kosher salt there. Do a little corn dog bouquet, if you will. And there you go. There's the last one there. And there's some corn in there. There's some chili flakes. A little toasty. You know, I'm grabbing my tongs over there so I can not burn my hand.
Yeah, turn this into a party. Here we go.
It's really crisp. So I hope you enjoyed this. Some tricks, tips. I hope you learned something about hot dogs. And, you know, just buy good, real ingredients. Flip the label over. Nobody's lying to you on the label. Enjoy your day. Hope to see you again next week.
We're gonna go eat. Bye.
Hot dog time.